everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we're making bindi, chicken bindi today. So I've got about 500 grams of chicken here. I've washed it and taken off the fat. That's just in the basket drying. I've got 4 large onions and we've got ginger and garlic, and we've got our tomato. We're going to cut it in half, and the onions we will slice very thinly. We've got our bindi here. Now I've cut that up, washed it up, and we're letting it dry. Do make sure you let it dry after you've washed your bindi. I've got about 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. I'm using vegetable oil here. So let's get started. It's a very quick and easy recipe, so I do hope you find it beneficial and easy to make. Okay, so you're just going to add in my cup of oil inside the pan. Okay, so the oil has started to sizzle, so I'm just going to add in my onions. If you cook this for about 5 minutes, it will soften up. I've left it on a medium flame. Okay, so the onion has started to soften. So if you just check the texture out, it has softened. This has taken about 5 to 6 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is just add in the garlic and ginger. This is fresh garlic and ginger. You can use the paste if you like, but I do feel that the fresh garlic and ginger gives it more of a flavoursome taste. Fry that off for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so I've fried the garlic and the ginger for about 5 minutes now. That's given a little bit of a brown colour to the onions, and obviously the garlic and ginger has turned brown slightly as well. What I'm going to do now at this point is add in my tomato. I've just cut it in half, so I'm just going to go ahead and put one in and just another one as well. And we'll just give that a good mix. Okay, so again, after about 5 minutes of frying the tomatoes, I took the skin off and I've mashed the tomatoes as much as I could. And I've let it fry for about 10 minutes. Now we're going to just add in the chicken. Our chicken here, and we're just going to add that in. Give that a good mix. Okay, so I've just let the chicken cook for about 10 minutes now, so I'm just going to add in my spices. I've got red chili flakes here, about 2 tablespoons. I've got 1 tablespoon of red chili powder, and we've got 1 tablespoon of salt. I might add a little bit more salt later, depends on how it tastes. So just in that goes. And we'll give that a good mix. so I'm also putting in about less than a teaspoon, it's not even heaped, turmeric. So I'm putting in some haldi just inside the handi. This gives it a really good flavour. So it's coming along very nicely. Just need to let the chicken cook through. So I'm going to leave this on a high flame for about 2 to 3 minutes. Let the spices fry off, and then we'll put it on a low flame to let the chicken cook. Okay, so I've just put the handi on a low flame, and I'm just going to put the lid on, and we're going to let this for about 15 minutes, and then the chicken should be ready by then, and then we can therefore add our bindi. Okay, so now after about 15 minutes, I've just taken the lid off, and the chicken has cooked through. I've just tasted the chicken and it is very much cooked. Now it's time to add in our bindi. So I've got our bindi. As I say, just make sure you've let it dry, or once you've cut it, leave it in the fridge for a couple of hours. That way the bindi won't stick, because it can get quite sticky at the end. I'll show you what I mean, but this is the bindi going in. Okay, and so we're going to leave this now to cook. Going to put it on a medium flame. We're going to let this cook, and it might take about 5 to 6 minutes as well. It doesn't take long at this point. After you put in your bindi, it shouldn't take too long for it all to be cooked.